people from fintech. Fantastic, yeah. It's always great to see the number of folks from fintechs growing. One of the advantages of being a neobank or a digibank is when convenient, you're a banker, when convenient, you're a fintech startup, yeah? So today, I want to talk about the rise of digital banks, yeah? Globally, by the time this conference gets over, there'll be a new digital bank that's been set up, yeah? It's a phenomenon that's happening everywhere in the world. Now, we had some previous speakers talk about why people are doing this and what people are looking at. But I wanted to talk about the journey of Liv and Emirates NBD and how we went through this journey of thinking whether we should start and launch a digital bank. This started about 3.5 years ago, and I want to give you a context of Liv. We launched 2 years ago, 2 years and 2 weeks ago about, and for the past 12 months, we have acquired more customers than any other bank in this country. We are close to reaching the 250,000 customer mark in just about 2 years. Yeah? 90% of our customers are not Emirates NBD customers. They are customers who never banked with the group. Yeah? And more importantly, I know some of the bankers are thinking, yeah, digibanks are great. However, there's no money in it. We've been profitable multiple months. Yeah? So it is a phenomenon that's catching on. It's sustainable from a revenue perspective, and it has the ability to disrupt existing organizations. Yep. So one of the good things that happens is when we start seeing traction on digital banks, we have a lot of firms talk to us about how to launch one. One of the biggest challenges I see is you have people looking at the what before the why, yeah? And be very clear about the why. I think like Peter said earlier, yeah? For them, they don't see it making sense, and they have a very clear reason. Yeah? If you want to launch a digital bank and you don't know why, I think you'll run into trouble. Yeah? So I want to talk about a few trends we saw, and then talk to you about Liv. So millennials, yeah? A generation that's always in beta. Yeah? My team is largely millennials. I used to be one, I tried to be one. But it's incredible. They're the first digital generation. The way they think, the way they act is very different from many of the other organizations. Yeah? So there's a lot talked about them, and I think it's really important to understand their behavior. How many people remember that? I think quite a few people here remember that, yeah? Millennials don't get that, yeah? They have not been in a generation where you dial up and then your file, you're uploading the file, it disconnects. For them, the internet is instant, yeah? Now, for that, yeah, you have to understand the shift in mindset and expectation, yeah? When your data is slow, you're okay with that, yeah? When their data is slow, they're not okay with that. Yeah? Their life changes and moves at a pace that most of ours didn't. All right, so I'll go back a little bit. So if you look at the 1900s, Henry Ford started this phenomenon of scale. Yeah? And he said you can get any car you want, you can get a Ford car, any color you want as long as it's black. Yeah? And over the past 100 years, we went on to standardize things and build things to scale. Yeah? And something else has happened. Yeah? This was one of the other big trends we looked at. Yeah? We've moved from making many customers happy with one product to each customer happy. Yeah? And when you make that shift, you start this new era of personalization. And I truly believe if you don't get towards personalization, you're going to lose customers. So that was another trend we were very keen on observing. The rental economy, you hear a lot about this with the Kareems, Airbnb, and stuff. The rental economy has fundamentally disrupted business. Yeah? If you want to set up anything, a bank, you need to go and buy servers for millions. Talk to our favorite tech partners who will charge you millions to build things like CRMs, yeah? And 30 million, 40 million dirhams down the road, you have a solution to take to market. Not anymore. You go to AWS, you rent some APIs and software as a service, and not 10% lower, but 10 to 30 to 50%, 50 times lower the cost. You can have a new solution, yeah? The biggest difference between this is now you have many more entrants, and people start using money for innovation rather than buying servers. Yeah? And that is accelerating change. And so whatever we built in Live, it was important we considered this. AI is the new electricity of our era. I think we are just starting. I won't talk much about this because I don't know as much about it. Every conference I go to, it seems I know less about this topic. But phenomenal stuff is going to happen out of AI. Yeah? It's going to fundamentally change each one of our lives. Yeah? Whatever we do as bankers, I think we can't choose to ignore it. The emergence of platforms. Yeah? You know, we had the old rules. You're a banker, you do banking. You're a telco, you do telco. You're a consumer products company, you do that. And then these guys come along. They don't care which business you are in. They are in the business of the consumer. Yeah? And they will offer any service they believe works for the consumer. So if you're a banker or a telco person or any other person think, hey, this is my industry, I don't want to work with others, it's time to change. Yeah? This is going to happen. And if you don't do it, the other players like this will take over. Lastly, there's a shift in to effectiveness over efficiency. Yeah? I think it's important to do stuff. We've always focused on doing things the right way. It's a time we start shifting to doing the right things. Yeah? And that fundamentally is important. Instead of making your process for sending a transfer efficient, ask yourself the question, are you doing the right thing? Yeah? Rather than just doing it well. Yeah? So this was some of the factors we looked at before we started launching Live. This was about 3 years ago. I warn you, I have many videos and some advertisements for you to download Live. But my customers love videos and hence we use them. So now as banks, anytime you join a bank, I heard somebody else talk about a salesperson. First they ask you, how much money do you have? How much money will you bring? And in the back of their mind, they're thinking, how much fees am I going to make out of this? Yeah? There's another part of the equation of a customer, and that's their lifestyle. Yeah? In an era when you need to mean more to your customers to retain them, you need to go beyond. And for us, it was important that that becomes more important than this. And the way we built Live, this was our primary focus. How do we build a lifestyle bank that helps you to maximize the potential of your means? And whatever you want to do, that's your choice. Yeah? So we started with a few challenges. Can we build a brand that millennials love? When you ask your customers, do they love their bank? How many people say yes? When you ask them, do you love Netflix? You see a lot more hands go up. Yeah? Why can't they love the bank? We get you your house 20 years before you could afford it. Your car, 5 years before you could get it. We help you save for your kids' tuition. Yeah? We help the dreams you have come true, yet you don't love us. Yeah? And I think that's a challenge for banks to address. We wanted to build a loyalty in an era of low switching costs. You'll see it's quick to open an account, but it's faster to delete it. You just go on the app, press on it, press the X, and you're done. Yeah? No longer coming in branch, waiting for an hour, and then the customer gets pissed off, and then you've retained the customer. Yeah? That doesn't work anymore. Yeah? An operating model without bricks and mortar. Yeah? And a brand you love, not just trust. back on? Yep, now I'm done with the advertisement. The reason this video is important is life is not a straight line. All the products we offer as banks are straight lines. We need to start building products that change with your life. When you're a student, your needs are different. When you get your first job, you're the richest you'll ever be, yeah? Because you're single, you got your job, you got more money than you ever did, yeah? When you get married, life changes, yeah? And when you got kids, life changes. Is your bank adopting? Are the products naturally adopting to this, or they aren't, yeah? And that was one of the things we wanted to address, is how can we build a bank which adopts to your life, yeah? Rather than you having to get in and out of different things so that it manages, so that you can manage your life and the bank doesn't help you manage it, yeah? So one of the first things when you download the Live app, it does it asks you about you, yeah? What do you like? What kind of food do you like? Do you like traveling? Do you like sports? Do you like games, yeah? And this is content that's important for us to help you engage. Remember, our objective is to help you achieve the most of what you want. For that, I don't necessarily need to know how much money you have. I need to know what you like. Yeah? And one of the biggest things we are doing is we're developing this content, and we continuously revamp this. Yeah? And we're having another go at the whole thing. It's not easy to do, but I think it's extremely important. Yeah? For you to have the connectivity with the customer, this is extremely important. Then we go to the more banking side. Yeah? Opening your account. So about 2 years ago, we started this no paper phenomenon in the UAE. Open your account, yeah, in less than 2 minutes, yeah, with no paper. Yeah. Now we have tons of our competitors looking at the same thing. Yeah. What was not possible 2 years ago is possible. Yeah, is possible, and everyone's using it now. I think it's important for us as bankers to start experimenting more. Yeah. We'll be able to discover things we can do that were always there, we just didn't try. Yeah? We have accounts opened 24/7. 40% of our accounts are opened after 8 p.m., between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. Guess what? The branches are closed then. Yeah? We have accounts opened at 2 in the morning on a Friday night. Yeah? Now, those are all the good things. Yeah? The challenge is the bank has shut down. The IT folks have gone home. Yeah? How do you run in this 24/7 operating model? Yeah? As an organization, as banks, as traditional corporates, we are not used to this. Yeah? So this requires a huge amount of adjustment from an organization perspective, because digital does not sleep. Yeah? Gone are the days where you shut the branches and you're done. Yeah? It doesn't sleep. And so it raises a whole set of challenges that banks need to address. This is a video of our account opening. So we wanted to communicate that the account opening is very quick. How would you do that so that even a 5th grade kid understands it? Yeah? So we said, we look at a sandwich. Yeah? Opening an account is as fast as eating a sandwich. So we had a food truck event where you had to come with your buddy. One person eats a sandwich, the other one opens a Live account. And as you can guess, Live always wins, yeah? From the video. Though some people ate their sandwiches very quickly. So again, one of the key things we wanted to do was engage with our customers in a way that's relevant to them. Yeah? Rather than talking about functionality, talk about what matters to them. Yeah? The other thing we did is we decided we are not just going to take the traditional traditional banking products and slap them onto our app. We decided to look at features that are more important to our customers. Yeah? Things like bill split, yeah, which you can do very well. Transfer money to other people in the Emirates NBD group. Yeah? Take a picture of the receipt when you bought the transaction. So when you need the warranty, you can go and find it. Yeah? We started looking at what are the features customers want and how can we help them. One of our biggest objectives is financial education. So here we simply tell you how much money you're spending in each category. You can see how that's changed over the past 3 months. Yeah? We don't tell you whether it's good or bad, but you might realize spending 600 dirhams on a coffee shop every month is not good for you. Yeah? But it's your choice. We give you simple bits of information for you to decide what's good for you and what's not. The other thing we did is we created goal accounts. Savings is a tough and abstract concept for many people. We created goal accounts. Tell us what you want to save for. You want to travel somewhere, you want to buy something, you want to learn something, you want to just save for the future. Yeah? And then you choose 5 or 6 automated rules. You choose every time I spend, move 1 to 5 dirhams into my account. Yeah? If I spend less than 5,000 this month, move the change into my account. Yeah? When I get my salary, move 500 dirhams into the account. Yeah? You choose one of these rules, and in the background, it saves for you. And it's incredible how much money you can save. Yeah? Interestingly, women save more than men. Yeah? The other thing we noticed is more men are saving for weddings than women are. Yeah? Millennials, 30% of the goals are saving for a rainy day. Yeah? So the notion that millennials don't save is not necessarily true. Yeah? And this gives us great insights, because if you're saving for a car, we'll call up the dealerships and say, hey, we've got 50 people who want cars. Can you give us a good deal? Yeah? If you're saving for a trip, we'll reach out to our friends in the travel business. Yeah? So we can help you live more of your life with what you have. Yeah? And that's our core objective. So this is the topic I want to talk about. So one of the things we did differently, and I think it's probably our biggest driver of success, is our marketing. Yeah? We wanted to be a consumer brand, and we wanted the consumers to see us, to see themselves in our brand. Yeah? And so a lot of the things we did, the way we advertised, the way we largely did social media marketing, but the way we approached our customer was very different. Yeah? And I'll take some examples. So we launched a chatbot a few weeks ago, actually about a week ago, called Olivia. The way we did it is we went on LinkedIn and we put a job posting of, hey, we're looking for a chatbot. Yeah? And then we put out resumes. We created these resumes of all these bots. Then we had Facebook Live interviews of these bots. Yeah? And then we asked the customers to vote. Yeah? Who should win? Obviously, we rigged it a little bit, so Olivia won. Yeah? But we engaged our customers. When the bot got out, we said, hey, we just hired Olivia. She's not that great at her new job because she's new. Can you help her learn? We had 3,000 people sign up in a week to help Olivia learn what she has to do. Yeah? And now Olivia is live, and we have customers continuously sending us notes on, hey, Olivia can do this better. I asked this didn't work. They're trying to get Olivia to be good at her job. Yeah? So I think the way you approach communication with your customers is extremely important. Yeah? In this era. This is something we launched the other day. There is another part to the video that doesn't play, but how will you react if you won an island? Yeah, this is something we ran on April Fool's Day, and we had tons of comments. Yeah, I think we had over 1,000 engaging posts on it. Yeah? Engaging our customers in a way that banks traditionally don't, and other people do, other firms do well. Yeah? I'll play this quick video, which we did for Christmas.
Guys, this can't be our tree. It needs to be more fun and exciting.
Guys, why don't we do something more inspirational?
Like what?
Like put our goals in the tree.
So my goal was to visit a remote island, and this year I got to do that by saving up and going to Mauritius, and I went water skiing.
I saved enough money to bring my baby dog home from Mexico.
I always wanted to see the John Lennon Wall in Prague. I set a goal, I made it happen this year.
I've always wanted to overcome my fear, and guess what? I did it this year. I've saved up to do my skydive.
I hate soggy fries, so this year I saved up for an air fryer.
I got married earlier this year, wearing my dream dress, which I saved for.
Help us finish this tree. Post a picture of your goal and tag us for a chance to be featured.
Okay, so I'll quickly wrap up. The reason this video is interesting, that's our actual office, that's actual staff. Yeah? We didn't spend 250,000 creating videos for our customers. Yeah? We have our own team that happily shoots these videos and create tons of content. to be successful, it doesn't have to be expensive. I think is the big learning for us. Yeah. Quickly, I'll go through this. I think it's important for your customers to appreciate you. It's probably the most rewarding thing for us. So we love it when our customers go up and say, hey, I never thought I'd love a bank. We love Live. I talked about the ecosystem. We need to create partnerships that go beyond just banking because customers' lives go beyond banking. Yep. Lastly, I think it's all about the team. Yeah? We have a young, energized team. Most of them are non-bankers. They come up with ideas on solutions they want, and we just help them build it. Yep. So thank you.